Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Pirai Academy. In the series of data structure playlist, today we are going to see about what is mean by data structure. So this video entirely will be going to be your introduction to data structure. Okay. So first of all, what is mean by data structure? So the formal definition of data structure is the specific format used to organize and store data. So this is the definition of data structure. So what you can understand from this, there is a specific format, okay, that used to organize and store data, which means the collection of data and its organization and storing and the retrieval of data, all things will be done in the data structure. For example, you all know about the database, right? Many of them already learned about the database. In database, we will be using the data structure while storing them into the tables and the database. Okay, and also there are plenty of real-time examples for this data structure. Okay, so what is the relationship between the data structure and data type? Okay, so what is the relationship between data type and data structure? So what is mean by, first of all, data type? You all know, right? So data type can be like integer type or string type or character type or float type, any type. So this is going to define what is the data type of the variables, right? Now in your data structure, these things will be in a collection. For example, the simple data structure I can tell you that is arrays. In arrays, you will be storing the collection of same data type, right? So the data structure is something which is going to be organized and store data. So it is going to be the collection of data types or collection of data. Now hope you understand what is mean by data structure. So now let's see about type of data structure. So there are plenty of data structures, but I am going to focus on some fundamentals and core logics of the data structures. So first of all, the basic data structure you all know is arrays, right? So you all know it is a collection of some data types of similar data types. Okay, that's called arrays, and it is stored in a contiguous manner. I will be telling you every single details of this array once I am getting into the array video. Okay, now hats off, know that the types of data structure, there is one of the type called array. Fine. So for example, what is the real-time example of this array? So you all know the contact list, right? Contact list in your mobile. So in the contact list, you will be storing contacts, different types of contacts, right? So that contact is going to be your data type. This contact is going to be your data type, and you are storing n number of contacts to your array. Okay, so this is the basics of array. Fine. Then the next thing is going to be strings. So all of you know about the strings also, right? So it is basically like a character array, depending on your programming language, because in some programming language the strings will be mutable, and in some programming language the strings are immutable, like Java. In Java we will be using either a string buffer or string builder or character array. So that's not so much important when you are going with the data structure. I am going with the generic data structure. I am not going with a specific language. Okay, so I will be mostly covering the logic, then I will be just telling you the purpose, and I am going with the some programming languages so that you can understand the implementation via code. Okay, now for this string, what is the example? So for string, the example is storing the names in your contact list, right? So everyone have name, and To store this name in the contact list, we will be using the string data type. Okay, fine. So what is the next data type? It is a, what is the next data structure? So it is going to be your stack. So what does mean by stack? So everyone knows that below, first in, last out, right? So if you don't know about the stack, just remember like this: whichever element goes first, that will be gone, that will be taken out at last. Okay, so I will be giving you the deep understanding on stack when we are going in this playlist while I'm taking the stack video. Okay, now for the stack, what is the example for the stack? So the real-time example of stack is redo and undo operation. Redo, undo operation. Can you understand this? So every day, if we are using laptops or computer, you will be doing redo and undo operation, right? So for those operations, we will be using stacks. Okay. Now the next type is queue. Now what is meant by queue is just similar to the stack, but a slight different. P4. First in, first out. I also tell this in detail when I am going into the video of queue. Okay. Now, what is the example of queue? So the example of queue is first come, first serve scheduling. First come, first serve scheduling. Remember, always all the CS concepts that you are learning in your engineering, those concepts or those subjects will be interlinked with one another. Do you learned about operating system? If you already learned about operating system, then you came with this type of scheduling. First come, first serve, which means whoever comes first will be scheduled first. Here, whoever comes first will be sent out first. Can you understand this? So this is the data structure we are going to use in the first come, first serve scheduling. Can you understand this? So in basic or in a general term, I can tell you, like, we are standing in a queue to buy the movie ticket. Okay, then the first person will get the ticket at first, then the second person, then third, then fourth, and the last person will get the ticket at last. Now hope you understand how this works, right? So queue in ticket counter. Now hope you understand this. Fine. Now the next data structure we are going to cover is linked list. Linked list. So this linked list is like storing the datas, sequence of datas in non-contiguous manner. In array we will be storing in contiguous manner, but in linked list we will be storing in non-contiguous manner. Okay, hats off now, know about this. When I am going with the particular topic, I will be explaining you all things in this linked list. Okay, now what is the example of the linked list? So in queue you will be having likely 3 types. Okay, in linked list also you will be having 3 types. I am not going into those 3 types in this video. I will be going when I am taking the linked list video. Okay, now hats off, no, I'll be just giving you some examples. Okay, we'll be using linked list in browser history. Like, let me go here. Here you have, right? Here you have buttons, the back button and the forward button. So here you will be using the linked list, namely doubly linked list. So hats off, no, you don't know about the doubly linked list. That's the reason why I am not telling about the type of linked list. Okay, fine. Now the next purpose of this linked list is we also use this on the creating of hash map and hash set. Here we will be using a singly linked list. Meanwhile, the circular linked list will be useful via the round robin scheduling. Okay, that's also a type of scheduling in operating system. Fine. Now the next data structure going to be your hashing. Hashing. So hashing is useful when you are accessing and inserting an element into it. Okay, because it takes less time comparing to the array to insert and retrieve. Can you understand this? So that's the purpose of hashing. Again, for this hashing also, we will be having an example called database indexing. Database indexing. Okay, in your database, you will be using index, right? So there, this hashing will be more useful. Fine. Now, the next thing is trees. Trees. So hats off now. These everything will be of linear data structure. Now we are getting into the non-linear data structure. In your non-linear data structure, the first thing is going to be your trees. So trees are like a hierarchy. Like there will be a parent. For this parent, there will be n number of children. For this n number of children, it may or may not. Okay, always there will be a possibilities, right? So it may have children or it may not have children. So this is going to be your trees. Okay, here you have multiple types like binary tree or n-ary tree. There are multiple types, but I am not going into that in this video. Once I am getting into the tree video, you will be seeing entire trees, types of trees, and how those types of trees are useful. Now, what is the example of trees? The real-time example of trees is, we are using a folder structure, right? We are using a folder structure. For example, if I am going into this folder, see here, there are plenty of folders inside this, right? So it is like the main folder is a parent. It's a parent. Inside that, all the folders are child. Again, those child have its own child, which means inside that folder we have multiple folders or files. So this is the example of trees. So file explorer. What is the spelling of explorer? Okay, explorer. Okay. So this is going to be your example of trees. Now the next example is graph. So graph is like undirected tree. Like in tree, there will be a parent and a child, right? Child cannot be the parent of parent. Can you understand this? So father can be father of son, but son cannot be the father of father. But in graph, there is not a relation like a parent child. Okay, so it is like each and everything is termed like a node, and those node is not like a parent child relations. For example, you have a Google Maps, right? Google Maps. In these Google Maps, they will be using the data structure called graph, because each and every cities are connected via some roads. Those roads will be termed as path. Like from this node, I am going to this node via this path, like that. From this place to this place, I am going via this road. So that road is a path. Can you understand this? So for example, it is a Google Map, or else also the social networks like Instagram or Facebook. There you will be having a friend relations, like my friend, his friend will be friend of friend. Can you understand this? So there we will be using the graph data structure. So these all belongs to non-linear data structure. Now hope you understand the types of data structures that are going to be seen in this throughout this playlist in a detailed manner. I am not going with the top level manner. I am going in depth. Okay, so throughout this playlist, just watch it so that you can understand each and every concepts clearly. So overall, that's it for this video. If you really like this video and subscribe to my channel, And if you have any doubts in this, please comment below. I'll be answering the comment, or I will be giving you a separate video. Thank you.